Hi, this is Randy Finney with Right Side of the Chart, and this is an early session update for Wednesday, November 19th, 2025. It's 10:19 a.m. Eastern Time. I just figured I'd get a quick one out to you. Comments have been almost non-existent. I just want to say I usually don't post those 5-minute charts, 15-minute charts on the homepage, but remember, when volatility is high, the price swings are above average on the indexes. So you can make in literally hours or just days what normally takes days or weeks to make on a typical swing trade on the indexes. So as you guys know, we've swung this NQ down with near impunity, shorted the highs right here, covered exactly at the lows yesterday, and just took it up for 1.5%. I just wanted to give you that update that we've hit my first bounce target. This is what my preference, my poison is NQ. This is my first bounce target zone. It equates with that target zone on QQQ. And it's exactly, here's the measuring tool, 2.6. So that's it. The drop from the highs to the low so far. And remember, we juiced it. There were several trades posted to juice tradable reactions to game. But the drop from there high to low was, I think, 7, almost 8%. 7, yeah, closer to 8%, round off to 8%, with a couple percentage reversals in there. So that's, better than 10, 15%. And then another, what did I just say? 2.5 off, what did I just say, off the lows? I'll go back to that 5-minute chart. 2.6, sorry, 2.6. So again, if you do the math on it, that's more than the Nasdaq's gone up in for weeks or last few months now, in just a matter of a couple weeks. So that's active trading, that's swing trading, and again, I say this often: the same technicals, the same developments I'm looking at on a weekly and monthly chart, which give me my long-term targets and where things are likely headed. Overbought conditions, divergences, trend lines, support levels, bearish chart patterns, bullish chart patterns. Those same exact technical attributes or patterns and conditions translate just as well into the intraday charts. You just have to be a lot quicker. And I get it. I know a lot of people don't do this full time. You have to be in front of the computer. But that's it. So this is it. This is where we'll most likely take a breather. A reaction's likely. I define a reaction as one of two things. I use my hacky sack and ping pong ball analysis. If this is the floor and you drop a hacky sack, it's going to hit the floor and it's going to stop, right? You drop a ping pong ball or tennis ball or golf ball, they're going to bounce. That's a reaction can be either or. I would put good odds here. So, as an active trader, I just reversed it and want to start the video. Game a little pullback where to, probably not much. I think a shallow pullback's likely right here. And, get another 0.75% or so, whatever it is, turn it around and reverse it back. Let's say it's a 0.75% drop. I'm just eyeballing it. That'd be a 1.5% extra round trip or plus to the trade. And then the additional targets you have. I do my best to always get targets out in advance. QQQ slightly overshot the top of the zone, but again, you know me, I watch both QQQ and QSPY, and so we have QQQ. This is what I make a lot of terms up in trading. One of them is momentum fueled overshoot. When you have a lot of tremendous amount of momentum, this is a near vertical run into a resistance level. It's more than likely, meaning you have a better than favorable chance that you're going to overshoot the actual resistance level that's going to stop that advance. And the analogy I use on that one is a pitcher throwing his 90+ mile an hour fastball, and it's going to hit the catcher's glove. The catcher's glove is going to snap back. The momentum is going to carry his glove back, and then it'll come back, swing back forward again. Same thing. So when you meander on up to a price target, that's usually where you hit it, or they step in and sell shy, and that's why in many cases I'll have my orders shy of the actual level. This one I was expecting the top of the zone most likely, especially when you saw the veracity of the buying today. And all the reasons for this bounce were covered in detail in yesterday's video. So like I said, a lot of market leading stocks, testing, holding key support levels. And That's it. So you have the trading plan. If you don't know what to do, do nothing. That's what I usually say. You have NVIDIA reporting tonight. I think my terms are pretty clear. Minimum, if you wanted to, if you reversed yesterday at T6, you made 2.5% plus on the reversal, added to whatever you profited on that short, and maybe end your day there and you say, hey, I made more, in a day, last 2 days or whatever, then typically, you'd make swing trading the NQs or the NASDAQ 100 in weeks or even months. And however, I think you can see the buying. There's a good chance we're going to go up here, and that's why that's that preferred target. Each of these are just resistance levels where you're likely to get a reaction on the way up. So if you can get there today from yesterday, if you're holding out for the prize, I mean, that would be a max. I don't think that's going to get hit before, because this is going to be a 3.5. That would be a very heavy. I give you my word. If we get there, I'm going to be selling, reversing, and going short, and most likely still. I'll let you know. Like I said, this one's not easy because we have that positive divergence on the 60-minute chart I highlighted yesterday. NQ, the futures. This is QQQ, SPY. These are the catalysts, the technical catalysts that often precede major rallies, especially in a bull market, and quite often can carry the market to new highs. But I'm not going to get nitty gritty in this one. I want to get this video out to you guys. I covered in recent videos what's going on in the long-term charts and all that. So no matter what, it's just another reason not to bet the farm tonight before NVIDIA reports. I think it's going to go to the downside. I still think it warrants taking home at least a mild short exposure. And if NVIDIA blows the cover off the ball and the market loves what they're selling, I'll adjust accordingly. So, all right. But right now, just looking at these intraday charts, well, go back to QQQ and NQ, and that's it. Just swinging the intraday charts because that's where the juice is. And remember, there's other things. I made sure to get that in the video yesterday. Told you I think I used the word really like UNG at T1 yesterday. So these are the other things. If you're not trading the market or it's too volatile for you, it's not your cup of tea. Highlighted here on the pullback to 1387 in a single day. If you bought that one, you've already made over 6% right there. Just on the pullback to T1 after the reversal off T2, and that's the daily chart. That's what it looks like on the 60. And what else? I mean, there's a lot of stuff, but I'm going to keep this video short and sweet, get it out to you. Probably if I follow up on any more intraday charts before the end of the day, if this one's hit, I'll get one out to you. If I have any change of thoughts or change of plans or see anything that I missed or another opportunity, I'll get out to you in a homepage post. Otherwise, any updates that I might give you on the 5-minute charts going forward would just be in the comments section. I'm just going to focus on active trading, and it takes a lot because I told you yesterday I didn't just reverse in my active trading account, which is what I did to game the bounces here. I wear multiple hats, as I tell you. I'm a swing and a trend trader. So these were swing shorts. That was a swing trade. And remember, T5 coincided with T6 on NQ. So that was a low yesterday. And so that was the, in the swing accounts too, I reversed this. And I have to manage those because I plan to have those also back to short. Just wanted to game, a little juice that short up. And so far, like I said, pretty nice juice, even if I just stop it here. And and that's the other thing too. If you did that, and you get a nice little bounce trade, set your stop wherever your entry was or is. Set a stop. There's no reason to let a winning trade turn into a losing trade. And again, to reiterate, because I have to do this, nothing's changed on the longer term perspective. If you're like, geez, Randy, long short, what are you today? This is what I still maintain is a decent chance it could be the top or a major top in the market bearish engulfing candles. Stop should be above that candle if you're swinging for the prize being these longer term targets. And so don't get all tied up in the world of 5-minute, 15-minute charts if you're a typical swing or trend trader and you happen to agree and you position short after that bearish engulfing or the breakdown here or the back test or any of the other sell signals we had. Still a little work to be done. NVIDIA will determine if this is going to happen anytime soon, these next targets, as in, this, before the end of the year or not. That's it. And should NVIDIA do this to the QQQs? You have my word. I will be giving you frequent updates. It wouldn't surprise me, especially with 60-minute divergences. QQQ still at this line. Yeah, some trend indicators flipped. Basically, guys, it's a mixed bag of signals right now. And so, again, let's take it light. And if you think NVIDIA is going to carry the market up to new highs, then you want to go long into NVIDIA tonight. And again, I can't make a recommendation to anyone. I'm not in that capacity as a financial advisor anymore. I can make general recommendations. I can tell you what I'm doing. I can tell you what I would do in a different scenario than what I might actually be doing. I told you I plan to be mildly short the indexes and long the VIX going into earnings, but NVIDIA earnings. But you can take the other side of that coin if you are bullish, and why not? Like I said, there's a lot to like on both sides. I can make a case. Here's trend line support. We're in an uptrend. Sell signals have been shrugged off recently. Again, they work on the shorter term time frames, but like I said, just a little work to be done. And to summarize it and wrap this video up, probably the biggest work, if you will, or single thing that needs to be done is a break of these lows from October, I think it was October 10th right there. And that's T1 right there, which is effectively hit yesterday. And the only way that's going to happen, if NVIDIA shits the bed tonight, we'll go down through there. And I think it'll be a swift ride down to T2. And then again, I have additional targets here, but I turn my focus to the weekly charts. So that is it, my friends. If you have any questions, let me know. Again, I think this is a little overshoot. We're still coming down the top of the minimum target zone there. I'd say pull back no further than that. They'll probably want to come in and buy it up here. A lot of shorts getting cooked. I meant to cover it in yesterday's video too. I watch things like SQQQ, which is a favorite of the retail crowd, these leverage ETFs. And I could see the volume coming in yesterday. Is where I'm covering shorts, that's where the rest of the world wants to start finally shorting. You see the big volume, biggest surge on the 5-minute chart going into the lows yesterday. Everyone thought henny penny the sky was falling. So the sky is only going to fall so much before NVIDIA reports. And so those folks have to pay the price right now. They're paying the piper. They bought SQQ yesterday when we were covering our shorts. They were shorting, and they're already down again. The poor soul that bought, shorted via buying SQQ at yesterday's lows when NQ hit T6, they're down 7.5%, and it's just going to get worse for them if they climb, and then you get a what we call a short squeeze, and so those shorts have to then cover whether they want to or not. They get a margin call. They have no choice. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap it up, get the video out to you. You know my trading plan. Stay flexible, stay nimble. If you don't know what you're doing, if the short-term active trading thing is not your wheelhouse or your cup of tea, learn, watch, wait. When the video is out of the way, we've got the government coming back online now, so we'll start getting reports. That'll probably keep volatility elevated. And I still maintain those longer term targets on the VIX, and I still maintain the longer term downside targets on the market. But as of today and yesterday early, I'm long, and I'll let you know, after NVIDIA if anything changes in my trading plan. All right, this has been Randy Finney with Right Side of the Chart. Have a great day.